Hi, I'm Jason, and this is the Cultural Breakdown. So I got this article from IGN pulled up. Tomb Raider. Phoebe Waller-Bridge confirms she's working on Amazon series. The indie actor and Bond screenwriter calls the project the perfect final step in my own personal adventure through this kind of franchise world. Fleabag creator and Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny actor Phoebe Waller-Bridge confirmed in an interview with IGN that she is indeed working on a Tomb Raider streaming series for Amazon Prime Video. It was previously reported that she will script and executive produce a series based on a long-running video game franchise. We all know how this is going to turn out. We all know what this is. Okay, just for a little history lesson, the original Lara Croft was basically just an adventure seeker. She was just kind of like a bored rich girl who did all this stuff for fun. And now they're going to try to turn her into some type of Mary Sue character. And don't get me wrong, she was very competent of a character, but she was definitely not what the modern feminists are trying to push her as or make her out to be. And by bringing in Waller-Bridge, you can just know that that's what they're going to go with, and that's the angle that they're going to have with this. Although the comedy series Fleabag made her a star, Waller-Bridge is no stranger to the action-adventure genre thanks to scripting the James Bond film No Time to Die and starring in an Indiana Jones movie. Okay, just look at what she did with No Time to Die. No Time to Die may lose $100 million despite box office success. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, huge budget, could be fatal. Yeah. I mean, granted, those aren't all her problems right there, but her presence in that and the things that she was kind of like the baggage that she had and like her input on it. You mean like with Indiana Jones, you can see like her fingerprints on it. Maybe not directly, but they're like, hey, we need to have like this strong feminist type character or whatever, so let's get her in it. Basically, her presence is just kind of like a bad sign of like what they're actually doing with it. And you even saw that in Solo with Solo will lose 50 million plus, and yeah, she didn't write that or whatever, but I mean, her character was brought in, she was brought in to play the character because they're like, we need someone who will be like a feminist activist type in this character, so they brought her in, and it wasn't good. Like the movie was mediocre, talking about Solo, that is, but her stuff in it was just kind of cringy, and I don't know why they keep doing that. Or maybe it really is just a matter of like, because I've like to hold out hope that these studios aren't just stupid. They're eventually going to get it in their heads, or like, hey, if we make these movies catering to activists, no one goes and sees them, so let's stop doing that and make something better. But sadly, I think a lot of it is really just they have infiltrated the high levels of these organizations, or at least the people at these organizations are so disconnected that they haven't realized that people actually don't like this stuff. They, I don't know, hear about it and say like, oh, this activist stuff is popular, now let's make things to cater to that. Not realizing that that's not working. And then when it does fail, they'd be like, oh, well, yeah, they're told at least that this is just from like racist and sexist and all those phobes and whatnot. So we're like, okay, well, let's just keep doubling down on this and doing it. Eventually they're going to have to understand this. But the problem is these studios, eventually they do have good stuff that comes out. Like with Amazon, they've lost a lot of money with, Rings of Power. That was a flop that viewers gave up on, according to this from Forbes. But they put out stuff like Amazon put out like Reacher, the Terminal List. I mean, things that actually are low budget but big enough where they can make something of it, and then they make a lot of money for them. So they're like, oh, that can help supplement the costs of these things that keep failing on us. So in all honesty, if you're saying like, oh, well, I just want something good, it's like, well, you got to keep watching or paying attention to what studios you're supporting, because sometimes you're inadvertently supporting stuff like this. Now, could this turn out good? Maybe. I'm not holding out hope for it, or I don't think it is. Maybe I'd rather go into it expecting it to be terrible and then be pleasantly surprised. But even if I go into it expecting it to be terrible, and it is, I can at least enjoy laughing at it that way. I mean, and it's going to lose money, but I'm not losing any money off of this. So what should I care? Let's just sit back and enjoy the show, for at least in one way or the other. At least that's just my opinion on it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure to like and share the video and to subscribe if you want to hear more. Thank you.